have a great speaker for you next. This is Mr. Cory Brim of, wait a minute, is he back? Cory, are you in the room? I can't see very well.
He's over there. He's to your left. He's to your left. He's you.
Oh, wait, he's hiding on purpose.
And then you turn around and be over there.
He is, all the way over there. He owns Sugar Rim Bar, but he has done so much with that, and he helps the community so much. If you follow him on Facebook and Instagram, he is the traveling poor star.
Poor.
Not to be confused with the other
Poor.
Traveling poor star, P-O-U-R. And you can see all that he does for the community, and all his thoughts coming out through his hashtags. Hashtag, Cory ain't paying for that, 2019. Okay. Here he is, Mr. Cory Brim of Sugar Rim Bar.
All right.
Everybody.
Hey, how's everyone doing today?
Good.
We're going to do this like church. We're going to do that again. How's everyone doing today?
Good.
Awesome. So look, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm high energy. I'm all over the place. Take your notes out. It ain't going to matter because it's going to be scatterbrained, okay? So my name is Cory Brim. I run a company called Sugar Rim Bar. We're a mobile event company. I've been in business for 10 years. We do, on average, about 10 to 15 events a week. Like currently right now, I'm standing here. We have 5 events going on. Right now, we're actually upstairs too, doing the, I don't know if you guys have been upstairs on the rooftop. So those are our bartenders up there doing that. So I'm gonna ask you guys kind of what you want to talk about. Whenever I do seminars or presentations, I don't have notes and I don't have spreadsheets, and that's not a knock on anybody else. I talk from here because I want to talk about the information that you want. Now, what I have done over the years is I have built a 6-figure business, and we're on pace to do about $1 million, somewhere in there, right? And I started that from nothing. So I don't know everything, okay? I don't know everything. Actually, I don't know a lot. I'm going to tell you what worked for me, and I think what works for me may work for you. So the first thing I want you to do is, whatever thoughts or ideas that you have about money, you've been taught the wrong way. And I'm not saying everybody in here, but you've been taught the wrong way. So I want this to be open. You can ask anything you want. We need to have an open space. But is anyone here not working for someone? Have you built a business and you've generated over 6 figures? Just you personally. Well, you don't count. Because you are killing the game. Unicorn in the front seat right here. Unicorn in the front seat. So oftentimes, the reason I'll bring that out, and I'll make those kind of jokes, right? The thing is this. I don't want to hear advice or take any thing from anyone who hasn't done it. So often, so many times, you go on YouTube, you go to these seminars, you're talking to people, they haven't done it. They haven't done it. So what I say is, have you made more money than me? And the money isn't the measure, but have you gone through the process to achieve that? Are you giving back to the community? Are you helping? Or are you just focused on the money? So what I want to show you is what I did. I only have about 45 minutes, so somebody keep me on tap. I'll take you from when I started a business of nothing. I literally had nothing, no money. I wasn't homeless. I just didn't have a place to stay. No car, no job, no one was hiring, to tracking $1 million in revenue, right? So in the beginning is the toughest part. No matter whether you have a blog or you're baking cakes or you're walking dogs or you work for a corporation, the beginning is the hardest part because nobody believes in you. They don't believe in you. You got to get over that. You have to believe in yourself. That's key. Number one key thing is you have to believe in yourself. The second thing is, if you're not making money at this endeavor, at this vlog, at this whatever you're doing, that, my friends, is called a hobby. We don't do hobbies. You have to have a serious relationship with money. Again, you've been taught wrong. People have taught you wrong. I'll give you some phrases and you can finish them for me. If it sounds too good to be true,
it is.
That's right, it probably is, right? Cash is
King.
Yeah, you guys are good. They programmed you guys right. A penny saved is a penny
Earned.
Right, all wrong. It's just a penny. Just a penny. Cash is not king, credit is king. They have lied to you. Right now, if I took all the money that's in this room out of everyone's pocket, the liquid hard cash, we'd probably come up with about $3,000. I don't know, maybe somebody hoarding something. But credit is king. So what they've been teaching you about credit, and then just, if you guys are open and free with this, have you been taught, don't get any credit cards, don't overextend yourself? Credit is a trap, right? That's not what wealthy people think. If you guys are... Wealthy people don't think that way. Wealthy people do not have cash. They're not liquid. Everything's credit. So one thing that I had to do in the very beginning when I started my business was I had to fix my personal credit. My credit score was a 494. I have yet to meet anybody that was lower than me, so I was a 494. Credit scores range from a 350 to an 850. So I had it was either $87 or $93 Blockbuster charge. And I don't know how old you guys are in here. You guys remember Blockbuster? Thank you. They would charge you for not rewinding the tape back and all that. Blockbuster had closed. They were gone out of business. I didn't even know who to pay. So I'll get to kind of what we talked about in the back of the room. Blockbuster was out of business. They sold my debt to someone else. This happens to a lot of us. They sell your debt to someone else. You don't know this because they never teach you this. You're not obligated to that debt. Blockbuster told the government, we're out of business. Cory Brim owes us $93 or however much it was, and we wrote it off. Now, what happens in the world is a collection agency picked up my debt, not email, back then it wasn't email, mailing me to death. We're going to take you to court. We're going to sue you. We're going to put a lien against you. I'm like, dude, I'm broke. You can do whatever you want. What are you going to get? I ain't got nothing. But the day I decided to change my life, I paid that debt off. Because here's what you think. You think it's a debt and I want to right the wrong of what I did because you got this yearning in your heart and you believe in society and you believe that everyone's good like you and you want to make wrong your debt. I paid them that money and I didn't have to pay them because you're in the matrix. You're in America. They wrote the debt off. They told the government I didn't know it. I didn't have to pay that collection. You don't have to, I don't want to make everything guaranteed, but you don't have to pay the debt collector. When you call the person that you owe money to, I don't care. Look, you guys get on the phone and you give these elaborate, long stories about how it wasn't me, it was my husband, it was this guy I was dating, I co-signed for him. The person that's on the other end of the phone, what's the only thing they want to know? They only want to know one thing only. Where's my money? They're trying to get you to a negotiating point of when they want you to settle. Whether it's $2 a week for 20 years, all they want is a commitment from you. They're not gonna stop. So you don't think they've heard anyone say you owe $800. You don't think they've heard I got $300. They've heard that story. They're on the phone to collect money from you. That's their only job. But legally, you don't owe them that money. And here's the thing that you don't know. So I also run a credit repair business. This is not a plug for my credit repair business, okay? I'm doing really good in business. I never do that. It's going to be almost impossible. And here's what people don't understand. It's almost impossible for you to fix your credit on your own because the system isn't designed for you to succeed. The system is designed to keep you a slave. They want to keep you in debt. I want to show you how to reverse engineer the matrix and play the game back on them. So what I did was I fixed my personal credit. So if you need to know this, and if I'm saying anything that you don't know, it's okay, because some people don't. You want to be 700 or better. Yes. All them other scores, don't look. I'm a 680. You ain't in the game. You ain't in the game. 695, you're not in the game. 700, 720 or higher is where you want to be. My credit score right now is about a 780. I haven't touched 800 yet, but you want to be 700. That's when the gates open up. Lower interest rates, financing, if you have a business. So when I fix my personal credit, I then sign behind my business, Sugar and Bar. I went and got a tax ID, I went and got incorporated, I went and got a bank account, and then I sign behind my business. I see a lot of people kind of doing it the wrong way. They run their business through their personal life. I'm just telling you, if you want to scale and go higher, you don't want to touch $1 million, I don't want to exist anymore. I want to pay myself $1 a year, take shares from my company, and run everything through this coming here today is a business expense. I'm writing this off. If you incorporate yourself as a small business, there are over 400 things that you can write off, and it's legal. Like, people are so scared. Like, no, it's legal. I want to do exactly what the government is doing. I want to make $44 million like Amazon. I want to make $1 billion and pay no taxes because it's legal. But the kind of person that I am, I'm going to push that stuff and do seminars in here to teach you how to do it. So I fix fix your credit, okay? If you don't fix your credit, whatever I say beyond this point doesn't matter. It doesn't, because you're not building your business. And even if you're married or you have a business partner or whatever, and you start a business with them, something's going to happen. And if you don't position yourself, 5 years from now, your business is going to dissolve and you're still in the same position as square one. So I'm telling you, fix your credit, okay? Then sign behind your business. Or if you're in a relationship, you two sign. But I'm going to tell you, do you guys know what CYA means? Sex. Cover your assets. Okay? Cover your assets. Even when you sign behind the business and you're in business with someone else, you always have to prepare as if something's going to happen. You could be with this person forever, nothing can go wrong, but the one day it does, you lose everything that you worked so hard for, like that. All right? So cover your assets. All right, got it. Fix your personal business, fix your personal credit, sign behind your business. Now that you fixed your credit and now that you sign behind your business, how do you get the money, right? That's the big question. How do you get the money? Everyone wants to know how do I get the money, right? I borrow money from the bank. You've been taught wrong about this too. They tell you don't borrow the money, right? Don't spend it if you don't have it, right? Isn't that what your parents and everyone told you? If you don't, you see a car that you like or something, they tell you, if God don't make a way, God is not going to fix your credit. God is not going to stop what he's doing to come down and fix your credit. You have to fix it. When you see something that you want, you can't take advantage of opportunities because you don't have the capital. It all comes back to money. You have to change your relationship with money. If you're in this room or you're in this world, you're moving around America, and you got that kind of like I call it like that. People say things like money doesn't make you happy. Money isn't everything. It's a lie. It's a lie. Tell your landlord that you don't have the money. Call Bank of America and your mortgage is due and say, hey, listen, how come every time I talk to you guys, you only talk to me about money? Isn't there more to life than money? Try that for 3 months and tell me what happens. Everywhere you go, they want money. You can't get gas, food, shelter. So if they're going to require it from you, why not get more of it? So I've been an entrepreneur for 10 years. I do not have a resume. I am not looking for a job. Now, I don't want to project this as like, I don't want you to be me, okay? I'm just sharing my story. I got fired from my job. They fired me. I was a great employee. They fired me. The best thing they could have ever done was set me free. The best thing they could have ever done. So here's how you get money. You fix your credit. You go to the bank. I'm gonna give you the small way, and now we'll wrap it up. You go to the bank, whoever you bank with. I have no affiliations with banks. I don't get paid from a bank. I don't care who you go with, but I'm gonna tell you who to go with. Go to Capital One. Great bank. They give the small time people loans. If you can get in a credit union, Navy Federal Credit Union, if you can get in there, if you have good credit, Navy Federal will give you $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. Now, the key is this. You have to take the money and you have to flip it. You have to flip the money. Here's why you flip the money. I take a loan from the bank. Now, I have a viable business. I have something I can run the money through. You have to have a vehicle. There has to be some sort of investment or something that you're running the money through. Let's say I take $10,000. My goal is to take that $10,000 and turn it into $20,000 because I'm going to borrow the money at a very small interest rate. I'm going to pay them their money back plus their interest. I'm going to pay them back aggressively, super, duper fast. Because when I go back, what are they going to do? What they going to do? They're going to give me more money. What am I going to do when they give me $20,000? Y'all don't need me standing up here. I'm going to flip it. So that when I go back, they're going to give me $40,000. What am I going to do with the 40? I'm going to flip it. I've been doing that for 10 years. So with Capital One, I've probably borrowed about $300,000 with PayPal. I mean, do you guys use PayPal? Yeah. Do you see that PayPal credit thing? You get the email all the time, but you never. Yeah. You may need $8,000 to start your business, but PayPal may give you $500, and you're not accepting it because there's not enough money. You've got to start somewhere. And the problem with us is we want to be here without starting here. My first loan with Square was probably $1,300, but I wasn't pushing a lot of money through the account. Now, if I go to Square, I can get $10,000. PayPal, I just got a loan from PayPal for $100,000. It's going to take me about 9 months to pay it back. But when I go back, they're going to give me $100. I already know they're going to give me $150. So so money's just leverage. Credit is just leverage. So start with Capital One. You can get a secured card, right? You're borrowing your own money. So all you're doing is borrowing your own money. The minimum amount I think you can do is about $200 or $250. I don't work for Capital One. I don't know the exact thing. Every bank has a secured card. So I'm going to teach you the game that they didn't teach me, and I do it at the seminars, right? So here's the issue, and here's the problem. Everyone in here, you're not leveraging your money at all. So when you go to the bank, I apologize. When you go to the grocery store, when you put gas in your car, when you buy food down there at the restaurant, what are you going to use?
ATM card.
Credit card.
ATM debit card.
You're going to use your debit card. I know you use it because this is your third seminar. But we're all going to use our debit card. So I'm going to pull my cards out. Now I won't make this long because I've done this a million times. So you see my stack of cards? This is about $500,000 right here, right? I leverage now I don't live on my credit. I leverage my credit. Let me show you how I leverage it. So you go downstairs to the little restaurant down there, and I'm just going to pull out one card. Let's say I want to find the actual one. So this is my PNC Bank debit card. Okay, this is my debit card. You go downstairs and you use your debit card the same way I use my debit card. You swipe for your hamburger, and you gain nothing. What I want to do and what I want to show you is this is my business card, right? So this card, I earn 2% cash back. We're going to spend the exact same money. You use your debit card, I use my credit card. What just happened in that transaction? Yeah, it sounds easy when we sit up here doing it, but you don't do it. You know it and you don't do it. Now, here's the thing about knowledge. Okay, so we're going to move past that. So, what do they say about knowledge? Knowledge is what?
Power.
And that's wrong. Knowledge is not power. It's the application of knowledge. Because see, you know this, but you still don't do it. And now in your mind, some of you are thinking you're thinking about all the transactions that you've done on your credit cards and the money you didn't save. So here's what I did. I stopped using my debit card. This card gets used. I still run money through it, but it doesn't get used. When I go downstairs and buy my burger for $8.95 plus tax and tip, I'm earning 2%. I went to public school. I'm not that good at math. I don't know what 2% is on $10. I don't know, but you know what it ain't? It ain't zero. How much money do you spend every day? How much money do you spend every week? How much money do you spend every month? How much money moves through your account within a year? And if all you would have done is just done it on a different transaction, how much would you have earned? How much? Throw a number out there. Couple thousand dollars. And all you had to do was just use a different card. Now let me tell you how I elevated the game. So what I do now is no matter where I spend my money, no matter if I go to 7-Eleven, downstairs, movies, I'm out with my friends, I use this card. When that transaction is complete, I go on my cell phone and I swipe the money out of this account because the money's sitting here and I pay off this card. I do that every day. Every single day I pay off all my credit cards. Another myth, if you may or may not know, here's what they've also taught you. You should carry a balance in your credit cards. You should keep your utilization under 32%. Why? I don't want to pay the bank any interest. I don't want to pay them any interest. I want to owe them nothing. I pay off my credit cards. I carry a zero balance. I've carried a zero balance on my credit card for 3 years. I don't want.
They say that it hurts you.
I know it's weird. But I'm telling you what worked for me. I'm the guy that got $500,000 right now. I pay off my cards every single. I don't want to carry. I don't want to give them anything. I want them to pay me. So okay, so you keep your utilization at 32%. You give them $15 in interest a month. You're earning 2%. You see what I'm saying? They're getting their money back. I don't want them to have no money. I want their money. So I'm taking the money from them. So when the money builds up in my account, right? So let's say it's $2,000 a year. I own a home. I pay my mortgage every month, right? Because we own homes because you've been taught the American dream, buy a home. They didn't tell you the part that 15 years of your payments is interest. They left that part out, right? That's a whole other conversation. But at the end of the year, I'm going to take that money and I'm going to tell them, give me my money. It's my money. So I got $2,000. What am I going to do with the $2,000?
Pay your mortgage.
I'm gonna pay my principal. Apply it to my principal. I'm trying to knock out the biggest bills in my life, which is your mortgage. So imagine that and I got 30 cards. So imagine I'm doing this across all cards. So if you can build up that money in your reserve, because you're already spending the money, you got it in an account, it's not gonna be easy. Guys, this is not the Matrix, okay? You don't take a pill and in 20 days it all magically happens. No, it's time. It took you time to develop credit. It took you time to get into the situations you're in. It's gonna take time to get you out. So every single year, I cash out. Cash me outside. How about that? They send me my money. And then I pay the principal on my mortgage down. So every year, so imagine instead of 30 years of you owning your home, you paid it off in 15, using the money that you're already spending, no extra payments, nothing, you're using the money you're already spending. So what does your life look like 10 years from now, 15 years from now, when you don't have a $2,000 mortgage payment? Because that's what we pay, right? $1,500, $2,000. What does your life look like now that you have an extra $1,500 in your pocket every month? Now you can move a little bit better. You got questions?
Yeah.
Shoot.
So I don't know if I'm following you, but you said you're using the 2% that you get back from your credit card to make an extra mortgage payment and apply it all to principal?
Yes.
Okay.
Every month. So I'm going to use myself as an example, right? Every month I earn about $500 in 2% interest on this one card, because I'm pushing. You robbed me, you are practicing, brother. I ain't got no cash on me, zero. If I go and buy bubble gum at 7-Eleven, I'm putting it on that card. Like, I have zero. I don't spend no money. Zero. I'm mad when I spend. Like, if I have to spend, I go places and they're like, "Don't take credit cards." I'm not coming here. Like, I can't. I have to earn, because my mind has been, because I've made so much money. My mind is geared towards it, right? So every month I earn $500. I personally, I don't touch the $500. I let it ride, because I was going to spend the money anyway. You're going to pay your cell phone bill anyway. You're going to pay your cable bill, whatever. It was going to come out of your account anyway. I let it sit, and then at the end of the year, I call Capital One, or do it. You can do it online, and give me my money. I want my money, and they send me my money. And then I transfer. I take the check or whatever, and I put it into my PNC account. Well, I have another account, but I put it in my PNC account, and I apply this money to the principal on my mortgage. Yes, ma'am.
So instead of paying every day, as long as you pay it back within the 30-day period or 2-month period, because I think it takes them 2 months before they add interest and fees, right?
Right. So everybody in here has a different report date for their credit card. Everybody's got. Everyone's date is different. So if you don't pay whatever you owe your credit card company on that date, you're going to accrue the interest from what you borrow. Whatever your remaining balance, they're going to apply interest to that. So
you just got to pay them before the 30-day or 60 days.
So what I did is all of my credit cards, all of them, this worked for me. I moved all of my dates to the 19th. For me, because it ain't the first of the month, because that's when all the bills, the first of the month, gives me a little cushion. And it ain't the end of the month, because now I got to save money for all the bills that do at the end of the month. I moved it to the 19th. So I pay all my bills on the 19th. I try to pay everyone. Another key thing is your due date and your report date are not the same day. Because we think that I paid it, it's on time. No, they telling you, give us the money now. So we know it's going to take 2 days. I know your check going to bounce. So, but we think you're paying on time. Your due date, your report date, 2 different days. Paying your bills on time is 35% of your credit. If you had let's say you're 700 and you don't pay your credit card on time, your credit is going to tank by like 90 points. It's as bad as having a repossession on your credit if you don't pay your bills on time. So I try to get everyone to, please pay your bills on time. Don't create new debt. We live in a society where they will give you enough rope to hang yourself. But if you if you could wake up and not play their game, but play your game and start leveraging their money, you can have a better life. I am telling you, it's not even joking. The first year I did this thing, I had a suit on, had a haircut. Second year, I think I had a jacket on. This is what I wear every single day. I look homeless every day, but I'm stacking money. I'm stacking money. I don't want to give them nothing. I'm on the offensive every day. So Capital One is a good bank to use. Get a secure card through them. Then they have other cards. They have cards that are, Capital One has a card called, I haven't used that one in so long, it's a Sparks card, but they give you 1.5% interest on your money. So what I want you to do is start running everything through there. all of your money through there and take their money. And here's another thing you can do. When your bills due, give them their money back.
Do you do this with your personal credit or your business?
So I initially fixed my personal credit. I know it's hard to believe, but Cory, Brim doesn't do anything. Like if I go to the movies, that's a business movie. Sugar and Bar just went to the movies. And I didn't go alone. So I just rented out an entire theater for some kids, right? It was 60 children. I rented out the whole theater. I watched the movie too, but I wrote it off. It's a business expense. Everything in my life is a business expense. Everything. And I know it sounds crazy, but your dry cleaning, your food, everywhere. Look, I go out with my friends, and I've said it in seminars. I go out with my friends. We're sitting at the bar. The bill comes. It's $100 plus tips. It's $33 from all of us. What do your friends do? They don't. They do that. That's the other bad thing about money. As soon as people know you got it. Funny how everybody need money now. The bill comes. They all throw cash in. I take my card, just like Las Vegas. I take all their cash, and they all look at me and say, "You about to earn some money on us?" I say, yes, I am. And then I take I give the person my card. I pay for the entire bill. I go to the bank the next day with the cash in hand, deposit it into the bank account, transfer. I do the exact same. It's just a transaction. And amen, brother.
Why can't you just establish your business credit? Why do you need why, if you're not going to exist, why do you need your personal credit to leverage?
Somebody has to sign behind the business.
Okay.
When you have
Would you explain that, please?
Yeah.
Would you explain that phrase, sign behind the business?
I get you.
But you are the business.
Because you are the. But some people do have other people sign behind their business.
But you know what I mean.
But when for me, again, I'm using myself as a case study. I'm standing here right now. I don't have any investors. Nobody backs me. I don't need anybody to back me. To me, as a business, I don't want to be beholden to someone holding me over a barrel, looking for their money, trying to No, I can just get my own money. And sometimes you see people starting to GoFundMe's and all this and trying to raise. I don't need that. I sign behind my business. And when something goes wrong, because if you guys have owned businesses, something's going to go. I don't know who programmed us to believe that it's rainbows and unicorns. That's not what happens in business every day. You're gonna run out of money. Money is the blood of your business. You're going to run out. And then what do? You call your friends, you hit up everybody, you throw parties, we washing cars on the side of the road. You're trying to do everything to get this money. So I fix my credit, I sign behind my business as a personal guarantor of my business because as an innate quality, you don't want to kill yourself. You're always going to want to win. Always bet on you. I never bet on the next person. I'm not relying on their credit, their lines of credit, their business. I want to know for a fact if this thing goes down, it's because I let it go. I'm never going to let it go down. Never, ever. Now, I can't say what my business partner is going to do. I don't know what they're doing with the money. I don't know what they're, I'm pointing this way. But so I would challenge you that you want to be the person to sign behind your business. Now, if you have some other business that, maybe you got a restaurant group or a conglomerate or something, maybe that works for that. I just know for me, at the end of the day, look, I just bought a brand new truck the other day. I didn't need anybody's advice, suggestion, ideas. I didn't put any money down. Yes, ma'am.
When we go through the process of procuring the car, what do you use to show your income?
So, good question. I tell the government that I make $65,000 a year. That's the minimum. That's the maximum bar that I can borrow stuff and get a home and all that. I show that I make $65,000 a year. Yep. Now my business. I'm sorry. I do taxes. I pay taxes. I pay myself every week. I pay myself $2,000 a week. I write a check from my business to me in a separate account, and I pay myself. Pay yourself. Please pay yourself. So many business people do not pay themselves. I don't care if you pay yourself $5 a month. You have to document it. You have to show. You can't even get a cell phone without credit. And so what I'm saying is that if the game is going to be played on your life, play the game to win. I pay myself every week. Now, what I do with the money, I funnel it back into my business. It goes right back into my business. But but see, here's another thing too. When I went to that car dealership, my credit score was 780. Let me tell you something. They ain't asking for nothing. I can be like, look, I live with my grandmama and I make $3 a week. They don't care. I'm a 780. I'm a 780. But when you're a 600 or 500, now you gotta go show references. They pull in background checks but I'm a 700. They literally almost gave me the car. They want to do business with you. They want to do business with you. But every business wants to do business with you.
So, two things. One, did the business buy the car, or did you buy the car?
Business buys the car.
That's right.
Business buys the car.
That's what I heard. And Sandra, would you please go back to, what do you mean by sign behind the business?
Right.
Like, I'm really, like, I like, it's a phrase, it sounds good, but there's something
so
there.
I'm gonna show you what I did.
Really,
So I'm gonna tell you exactly how I did it. I have a party company. I do parties. I was doing parties under the radar because I wasn't making no money. I was making $100, $200. It wasn't no real money. Then I locked down a client. She paid me $10,000. I went to go pick the check up, and she said, "Who do we make the check out to?" I said, "Cory, Brim." Make that out to me. She said, "Excuse me, you don't have a 1090, you don't have a W-9? Can you give us?" You know what?
I'll be right back.
I ran down to the tax place, Baltimore. I paid about $300. When I first started, I was an LLC. I was an LLC when I first started. I'm currently now, I'm an S Corp. I'm a corporation now. I have shares and, you know what I'm saying? I can give things away or whatever. So when she gave me that check, I got a tax ID for my business. I took that tax ID, my articles of incorporation, all my paperwork. I went right to Capital One and I opened up a bank account. So after I opened up the bank account, because I have a 700 credit score, I was like, hey, I need a credit card for my business. So I applied for a credit card in my business name, and then I signed behind that credit card. Am I losing you?
He's an authorized signer.
You're
On the account.
So
He
yeah,
is-
so I guess it sounds like what you're saying is, if you're going to get any kind of business credit, it's based on you being a personal guarantor, and that's sort of the alternative, or somebody being a personal guarantor. That's sort of a step. It's less of a specific step than, say, putting up your house as collateral or something.
Oh yeah,
But it's based on. But it's instead of it being based on collateral, of saying specifically the bank can take X thing. If the bank can take my car back, it's based on the credit of they have faith in you to pay you back. Is that yeah?
Because you got that 780 credit score.
Go ahead.
Okay, so what I'm trying to break this down into steps. I've been in business for 5 years, but I'm a sole proprietor.
Okay.
So there is a tax ID, there is a
For your
business bank
business.
account. There is not a business credit card, but Monday morning.
Yeah. How's your personal credit? How's your personal credit?
723.
Sign behind your business, get a business credit card at whatever bank you bank with, stop using your debit card, run all that money through your business credit card. Pay your business credit card off with your debit account money or whatever it's called.
Whether I'm a sole proprietor or not.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
So
Okay.
you're signing behind your business through the banking wise.
Yes.
It's the guarantee. The
So
phrasing
I'm
is
so
talking about
proud
is
too.
the
That's what I was trying to
guarantor.
So
understand.
you-
Where are we signing behind ourselves at? Okay, I get it now.
I may be able to shed some
Look,
light.
I got hands going up. I love this.
So I'm Your Day Entertainment,
You next.
I am a sole proprietor for Your Day Entertainment at this point. Okay, so
all the creditors run through.
my name.
All the money is run through my name. So the credit card is in my name, the business account or my account is in my name, right?
Right, so
So
the
I'm
taxes,
backing
the
this.
taxes
I'm
all
backing-
go for you too, right?
I'm backing it, but if something happens, I am personally liable.
Right.
Right. You have an LLC,